Hey guys, SyrupDishes here. Big boy Harley here. Remember that little tiny baby antelope we shot?
Yeah.
So we're going to turn some of that into some Wyoming antelope jerky. We're going to use our high mountain seasonings. This one's Mandarin. We've got a couple different flavors. We're going to use the LEM 7.5 inch 150 watt slicer. We do have a high country food dehydrator we're going to use. You could use your oven. You could use your smoker. I like the food dehydrator. Takes about 8 hours a batch in there. So stay tuned. We're going to hook you up with some jerky. All right, first off, make sure your roasts are super hard and frozen. I know if they're thawed a little bit, you think you can slice them easier, but with these meat slicers, they will chew through the frozen meat really easy. So put them out for a couple hours, slice them through. Some of ours got a little too thawed, and that gets you uneven cuts. Next up on these slicers, for this one, it's the LEM 7.5 inch 150 watt. They have this dial on the back. You can go 1 through 20, 1 through 15. Set it at about a 5. Now I had a buddy say, how thick is that? I don't know, it's a 5. Reason I go with the 5, you get too thick, when you dry your meat out, it's still wet in the middle and it gets mushy, and I don't like that texture. You go too thin, it's like a potato chip, and it's just super crunchy and hard. Try a 5 out, see how it goes. Let's get this meat cut up. So the high mountain jerky seasoning, this one is the bourbon barbecue blend. We've also got a couple others that we're going to be trying out. These sell for about $8 at your sporting goods store, grocery store, even on Amazon. Follow the directions in there so that you protect yourself when you're making jerky. That cure is very important, but it can be a very high salt content. I personally have the salt and double the flavor. I don't recommend you do that because that can put your meat at risk for getting bacteria or botulism or those kind of things. But I like that extra flavor, and what I do is I add water into my mix and I really mush that up. So check out how we mix this up. Make sure you're following the directions on your high mountain. Stay tuned. Once you have that all packaged up, you're going to want to refrigerate it. Keep it nice and cold. Every 6 to 8 hours, take the bag out. Mush it up to get the pieces unstuck and make sure they get covered in that cure. Go for about a 24-hour cure per bag that you have. Now mine are going to be a little bit longer because I'm using the Open Country food dehydrator. Mine's a 500 watt food dehydrator running at 160 degrees for about 8 hours. I operate 8 trays. People say, well, how much meat can you hold in 8 trays? Guys, it depends on how thick. So at a thickness of 5 on that LEM slicer, a little over 4 pounds, 4.5 pounds is going to take all 8 trays in my food dehydrator. So let's get that dehydrator loaded up and let's set it up. Check it out. Well, there you have it. Antelope jerky, good old Wyoming antelope jerky. This stuff did get a little bit drier. What happened to me there was we went and checked out a basketball game. I let it sit in the dehydrator and didn't get it checked on. It was a full 6 hour dry. I'm guessing 5 is going to be perfect for this particular thickness. That's okay. Be checking on it regularly. Don't make that mistake that I did. Still good, still delicious. Very, very, very good. We're going to vacuum seal this up, save it throughout the year. It's super good for hunting, fishing trips, camping trips, or just sometimes a treat when you want a little treat. SyrupDishes here coming at ya. Hanging out.